back with another episode where we're gonna make
Falafel.
And what is that, and what's your experience making this?
Everybody's favorite. I grew up eating falafel.
So what do I start with?
With chickpeas.
Okay, I can get this at any grocery store?
Any grocery store. Walmart has these chickpeas.
Okay.
And you have to soak them overnight, rinse them very well.
Can I just buy chickpeas in a can?
You can buy chickpeas in a can, but they are not for falafel. They have to be raw chickpeas, not cooked chickpeas.
So what's the very first step? We buy our chickpeas.
You put them in a big bowl because they are going to expand. Rinse them well.
And how long do I have to let that soak for?
12 hours.
Okay, so overnight at room temperature?
Overnight at room temperature.
Okay.
And then, before you use them, I rinse them very well. These have been rinsed. And then we will drain them. Drain out the water. I have a red onion. I'm going to use this red onion and lots of garlic.
Okay.
This is 1 pound of chickpeas. You know, in Palestine we use chickpeas to do the falafel. Other countries they use chickpeas and fava beans together. They mix them together.
So now, what are we doing with these cloves of garlic?
We are going to add everything together, and then we are going to grind them in the food processor, pulse, and add the spices that we need to make them good. Garlic is really essential in this dish. Coriander, you can use the stem because they are tender. With parsley, we cannot use the stem. We are going to use coriander and parsley.
So now this is parsley, right?
Parsley, yeah.
So we put in coriander.
Yeah.
And
parsley.
Is there a quantity that we can describe that as, or?
A handful of parsley, a handful of coriander.
So about even balance.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I like to add jalapeno pepper. Jalapeno pepper. We are going to put it through the food processor.
Let's review what we have here. So we have chickpeas that we let soak overnight in water at room temperature. And we sifted out the water, and now we have, what else did we add?
We have 1 onion, garlic, and we have chili pepper, jalapeno pepper, 1.
Okay, and parsley and coriander.
Yeah.
And about how many cloves of garlic do we have?
I put maybe 7 or 8 big cloves of garlic.
Okay.
And now we are going to go to the food processor. I'm going to use half of this mixture into the food processor, pulse it, and then we'll add the spices and the salt. Going to check and see. It is still very coarse. We need it to be much finer than this.
Why not just cook it on constant rather than pulse?
No, it will be mushy. Pulse is much better. They say it's getting there, yeah. Maybe a few more pulses and that's it.
Okay. our main falafel mix. Okay, so now we added the rest of it.
And we are going to...
We're gonna mix this up the same as we just did, and we're just gonna freeze that.
We are done with pulsing the other half. And
Okay, so we just took the other half, did the exact same thing, pulsed it in the food processor, and added this. So this represents the whole 1 pound.
1 pound of chickpeas, and it's going to make 30 falafel. We're going to add the spices. We need cumin. I need like 1.5 teaspoon of cumin. And these are falafel spices that you can buy at the Arabic stores. One and a half teaspoon of salt. 1. Chili flakes. And we are going to mix well.
Okay, so the spices that we've added, salt, chili flakes, cumin,
Yes.
and some other falafel spices that you get at the Middle Eastern store.
Yeah, just go ask for falafel spices.
Okay.
A little bit more salt, yeah, we like things salty. Okay, that's it. Now I'm going to freeze half of this mixture. The other half, I'm going to add baking powder and baking soda before we fry it.
So you can't add that now? It has to be right before you fry it?
I can't add to the part that I am going to freeze because it will turn black. I will add to the part that I am going to fry and let it wait a little bit before we fry it. So I'm going to have just half this amount to fry for today.
Essentially divide this in half. Leave half for freezing for later, and the other half, the one in the blue bowl, we're gonna make today.
Yeah. We're going to fry this part today. A very little bit of baking powder, 1/4 teaspoon of baking powder, and 1/4 teaspoon of baking soda. Let it work, this baking soda. Add just a little bit of vinegar, any kind of vinegar you have, and look at that. Do you see? To activate the baking soda.
Wow.
Do you see how
we made volcanoes.
Yeah, it activated the baking soda.
Okay, so we're gonna mix this up.
Yeah.
It's the final mix before we fry the falafel, right?
Yep.
Just gonna top it off a little bit with a little extra cumin.
That's it.
Okay.
We are done with that. We let it wait. And we are going to make the tahina sauce. Cannot have falafel without tahina sauce. I'm going to use light olive oil to fry with. It's healthier than all the corn oil and these things.
How much are we putting in? Just
a lot.
Oh. Wow, the whole bottle?
Not the whole bottle, yeah. We want them to deep fry.
So you're gonna fill about what, half of that, or?
little bit more. That's it.
This is sort of a small frying pan.
Small frying pan.
Why not use a big frying pan?
It will take much more oil, and I like to fry every 4 together at the same time. I want the oil to get hot.
How can we tell that?
Okay. Do you see bubbles coming around the wooden spoon? That means it's ready.
Wow.
Yeah. I am no chef. I love cooking.
Okay. So we put 4 in there.
Yeah, and when they are golden, I will put them in a sieve to strain the excess oil. You want it to get dark.
Can I see? That looks like it's ready to make.
Not yet, it's not. A little bit longer.
So let's check now. It's been about just, 3 minutes or something. Is that ready?
Yeah, it's ready. This is ready, yeah.
So that'll just siphon off any excess oil? Is that the idea behind that?
Yes. We don't want excess oil.
It really hasn't been more than 5 minutes that they've been cooking for, huh?
Yeah.
So 3 or 4 at a time. Now we do have it at a boil though.
Yeah. We have 15 small falafel, and we are going to make some sandwiches now. You see, do you hear the crunch? Pita bread, Arabic bread. We add pickle.
Still see the green on the inside. Okay.
And we have tahina sauce. We'll add tomato salad with onions.
Just a fresh salad mix. Ooh, that looks so good.
Yep.
So a little bit of salad mix, a little bit of tahina that we're going to show you in another video. And we are ready to eat. We also added a pickle, right?
Yes.
Middle Eastern style pickle.
Yeah.
And a
falafel
bite of
and
pita bread. That looks scrumptious. Who gets the first bite?
You.
And here we have it, finished product, ready to serve.